President William Ruto's Statehouse has been blocked again. Something that has created tension in Kenya. So in this clip, I'm gonna explain who blocked Ruto's Statehouse, how and why. Those are questions we are going to answer in this political analysis. President William Ruto now finds himself cocooned somewhere at a political crossroads as another of his key projects faces a major legal setback. You know, ladies and gentlemen, Ruto had announced plans to build a state lodge in Meru County within the immense forest, promising that the project would be completed before December this year. This is what Ruto had said before.
Sasa nimeambia watu yangu sinitafute nyumba ya kulala hapo kabla ya Disemba kuwe na state lodge hapa Meru, mahali ambayo sasa tutakuja tupange mambo ya eneo hii yote, Siolo, Meru, Tharaka Nithi, hii dunia yote hii, mimi nitakuwa nakaa hapa nipange mambo yenu.
That is what Ruto had promised Meru County residents, because he wanted to build a state lodge in Meru and was to be completed before December this year. Now, we have received sad news on our news desk because Ruto's Statehouse has been blocked. How? Before I continue, I'm requesting whoever is watching this clip, maybe for the first time, I request you, please, I beseech you, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I kindly ask you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that the moment we upload any new content, you'll be notified that Mwana Kenya Media has uploaded a new video or clip to watch. This is the only channel we don't sugarcoat, but we always put news as it is. Thank you for your support, and be blessed by our supreme being who lives in heaven. And welcome back to our analysis. Now, this is sad news we have received on our news desk. How Ruto's Statehouse has been blocked by High Court. As you can see on your screen, Daily Nation published this story by saying, court issues third order stopping immense forest acquisition for state lodge, golf course, and airstrip, extends orders till June 30th, pending consolidation of petitions. That is sad news we have received on our news desk. So that means Ruto's Statehouse has been blocked because he wanted to build this state lodge in Meru County, but High Court has said no. However, the High Court has once again intervened by issuing a third order, not a first order, not a second order, but a third order after petitions were presented before High Court, stopping the construction of the so-called state lodge in Meru County. So this third order is halting the acquisition of immense forest for the proposed state lodge, golf course, and airstrip. The court, ladies and gentlemen, also extended what we call conservatory orders until June 30th, pending the consolidation of the petitions, challenging the project. And actually, even former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua had raised an alarm about this. He said Meru County residents are not interested to have a state lodge. This means construction cannot proceed unless the court lifts or changes its orders. Many Kenyans argue government should prioritize development projects that directly benefit ordinary citizens, rather than projects primarily intended for government leaders. That is it. So that means building a state lodge will do little to improve the lives of Meru County residents. One of the issues frequently raised, ladies and gentlemen, is that we have currently a problem of Nith Bridge, which links Meru County and the Tharaka Nithi counties along the Meru, Embu, Nairobi highway. The bridge has been the site of numerous accidents over the years. People are dying almost every week. This is where Ruto should put his effort and make sure we have a new bridge, Nithi Bridge. Ruto previously, announced that his government has set aside 7 billion. His government allocated 7 billion, mark my words, for the construction of a new bridge, that is Nithi Bridge. However, little visible progress has been made despite repeated promises every day by President William Ruto. If I try to recall how many times Ruto has been promising to construct this Nithi Bridge, you'll be surprised. Ruto has announced the Nithi Bridge project more than 11 times. He made similar comments in March 2023, if I'm not wrong, yes, August 2025, February 2026 this year, again this year, April, about 2 months ago, and again yesterday. That is what he promised again, despite these repeated announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, the construction has yet to begin, while the existing bridge continues to claim lives almost every week. Ladies and gentlemen, currently the contrast between the stalled bridge project, that is Nithi project, and the proposed state lodge has fueled debate over the government's development priorities, with many Kenyans calling for greater investment in infrastructure projects that directly improve public safety and everyday life. So, after High Court issued a third order stopping the construction of the so-called state lodge in Meru County, is a big win for Rigathi Gachagua against President William Ruto. How? Gachagua opposed the construction. That is why a section of Kenyans were compelled to file a petition stopping the proposed construction of state lodge in Meru County. Rigathi Gachagua had announced that Meru County residents are not interested with state lodge, the so-called airstrip. For what? Because Ruto can use Sagana State Lodge if maybe he wants to do some development projects in Meru. It's only 20 minutes from Sagana State Lodge to Meru County. Rigathi Gachagua said Meru County residents, what they want is good roads, good prices of the so-called miraa, tea, coffee, among other commodities. They want water because there is a scarcity of water in Meru County, not the construction of state lodge in Meru. And a immense forest is something that should not be taken away from Meru County residents. It serves Meru County residents in one way or the other. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Let's meet in the next video. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I'm requesting you to consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button that is down here. Once you are done, remember to turn on the notification bell so that the moment we upload any new video clip, you'll be notified that Mwana Kenya Media has uploaded a new video clip to watch. Thank you. Let's meet in the next video. Bye bye for now.